Hey everyone, Kobe1 Kenobi 4560 recording the video. So yeah, today I'm giving you a news update. So just finished recording a video for Koban Running 456. But anyway, I have a lot of news this week. A lot about the Wii U actually and the 3DS. So a lot of great news, and pretty excited to go on and talk about it. So turns out that Nintendo is just talking about the Wii U, and they're talking about how they already have some plans for Mario Kart for the Wii U, and how they're basically thinking of ideas and unique ways to take advantage of the controller and stuff like that, and play just interesting ideas with it. So kind of cool that they're actually working on Mario Kart for the Wii U, because Mario Kart is basically a system seller. And Mario games just sell like hotcakes basically, which is something that the Wii U is definitely going to need. And it's going to need some great launch titles, because a lot of people aren't too sure about how good the Wii U is going to be, especially since how Nintendo's handled the 3DS lately. I mean, sure, they're kind of getting more games out and stuff like that, but the thing about the 3DS is that they're releasing all these bundles and stuff like that, and colors and stuff like that, and some people actually do care a lot about colors, and I mean, I kind of do care about it, but then when I think about it, I'm like, well, I put a case on my 3DS. But anyway, a lot of people are concerned about the Wii U, and it's good that some games are actually in development right now to actually get the Wii U moving basically. So kind of cool. And also there's been some talk about Zelda for the Wii U. Basically, that the demo at E3 was a starting point for the new game for the system. So we've heard before that Zelda, like shown at E3, was probably going to be similar to what it would be on the Wii U. Probably, actually, quite a few changes. Probably, you'd probably have the map and stuff like that on the Wii U controller, and the whole interface. But the art style will probably be the same, but there would just be a few different things about it. But so far right now, they are actually kind of just starting on developing Zelda for the Wii U. They haven't really been working on it too much lately, which is why we kind of have some info about how I can't even recall the name. I think his name is like Hideo Koni or something like that. Just talking about how he's actually thinking about making Zelda for the Wii U have motion controls or something like that, because there have been a lot of good reviews about Zelda Skyward Sword, how that game plays out with the motion controls. If you don't believe me, check out Metacritic. So far from the overall reviews from professional reviewers, not just random people online who are trolls or something like that. It's got 98 out of 100 basically, and many people are saying that Zelda Skyward Sword is the best Zelda game yet. So he's basically said that because there's been a lot of praise for Zelda Skyward Sword's control scheme and just how the game plays out. He's thinking about probably incorporating motion controls into Zelda for the Wii U, which is basically totally different from what we heard in the past, because mostly the game was going to focus on the controller, the interface and stuff like that, and it was probably going to be controlled with dual analogs and stuff like that, kind of like the old GameCube and GameCube Zelda games and stuff like that in the past. But now they're actually thinking about adding motion controls. It's kind of interesting. And then there's a rumor going on that Nintendo is thinking about releasing they're probably going to see if they can have the Wii U run on 2 controllers, which is kind of interesting, because a lot of people with Iwata talking about how he didn't want to have people try to actually get another controller and have it be so expensive. But we've heard about how Nintendo's doing a lot of cost cutting with the Wii U, how it's not going to have Blu-ray or DVD player or anything like that, because they know that's going to wear the system out faster. That's why PS3s and Xbox 360s don't last as long as Wii's, because those DVD drives and stuff like that actually wear them out faster than putting an actual game into them. Those game systems are meant to be played for games, not for DVDs or anything like that, so it kind of wears them out, which is one reason why Nintendo doesn't add that, but also because it saves money. So they're kind of trying to do cost cutting and stuff like that. It's kind of cool that the Wii U might support 2 controllers. I think that would be a good idea. And then that kind of does give a bit of weight, I guess you'd say, to Sonic Dimensions for the Wii U, because there was a rumor about that, how it's probably going to use redesigned Wii remote when the Wii U comes out, and we'll kind of use it as a wand or something like that with a tablet, the Wii U controller. So Sonic Dimensions for the Wii U might actually just be a legit game, you know, from the rumors we've heard. And then also Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge is actually going to be a launch game for the Wii U unless something terrible happens to where they have to delay it. But it should be a launch game for the Wii U, which is cool. Because Ninja Gaiden should be an awesome game from Team Ninja. And, have a ton of news on 3DS. So, turns out that Super Mario 3D Land has been selling like hotcakes in Japan. Currently sold, I believe, in the first week, or I don't know when exactly, I think the first week, they sold around 350,000 copies of the game. It might have been the first day, actually, meaning it's actually one of the best-selling Mario games in quite a long time. For a launch week, I believe, and it's actually increased 3DS sales, so like 3DS hardware sales, which is really good news. I mean, Mario basically, he's a plumber, he fixes things, he's fixing everything for the 3DS, so that's what Mario does best, fixes things and, you know, kind of saves princesses, but whatever. So yeah, it's selling well. Game has gotten a lot of great reviews, 9 out of 10s and stuff like that, the hundreds. Only complaints I have heard about or that the controls kind of are a bit weird. That is the only thing I've heard. They're kind of tank-like from one person I actually heard, to where it kind of doesn't act like it's a total analog control. It actually acts like you can just move left and right and up and down, basically, in a 3D world. It kind of plays like a 2D game, basically, which is quite interesting, and, you know, kind of makes you think how it's going to play out. I'm hoping I can actually have some good gameplay to where I don't have to, you know, because I don't want people accusing me of blaming the controls blaming the game when I'm doing a walkthrough. I usually try to be as honest as I can when I'm doing a walkthrough, because, I mean, nobody's perfect, so I'm not going to say, oh, it wasn't my fault because, you know, I just suck. But, yeah, so that's the only thing I've heard so far about Super Mario 3D Land, but hopefully, you know, hopefully it'll control well, and it's going to be a good game no matter what. It's going to love great reviews. And also there's been a rumor going on about how the Nintendo 3DS might actually have more power available for developers, basically meaning that it might actually have over 25% extra power. Like, Nintendo might allow developers to use over 25% more power than they've currently let developers use on the 3DS. Basically, with the 3DS, the home button actually uses around 25% of the 3DS's power, because basically it like suspends a game when you're playing it, and that actually uses a lot of power and cuts into the 3DS's power. So if they actually cut out the use of that in a game or something like that, to where you can just close your 3DS and it kind of goes into sleep mode or something like that, instead of just having the home button, people could probably actually squeeze out some very nice graphics for the 3DS, a lot better than what we've seen so far. And then there's even another rumor going on that if Nintendo cuts out the online, if someone cuts out online gameplay or online support when the game's being played, that could even lead to more power being used for the 3DS hardware. So, you know, that's pretty good news. I mean, with the PS Vita coming out and all, that'd be a good way for some people to kind of like counter, I guess. But, you know, it would kind of be, I guess, kind of sad, you know, to not have online features and stuff like that for some games if you're getting a 3DS game. So that would be a bummer. And it's not like graphics are everything to me, I mean, I want a game to look good, and most 3DS games look good anyway, so I don't really have any complaints. But, you know, that is good for people who actually do want that option to, like, use more power. So, pretty cool. That's basically it. Don't have any other info or anything like that. So, there was supposed to be a Nintendo 3DS firmware update, I believe, or maybe that was in Japan, now that I think about it. I don't know when it was supposed to come out, but basically 3DS video recording was supposed to come from what I heard today. I might have gotten dates mixed up, to be honest. So, my bad. Sorry if I kind of got people excited, but I thought it was today, because I've been checking lately and I haven't gotten the firmware update yet. So, anyway, that's basically it. So thanks again. Check out Kobaner456, where I do all my walkthroughs and stuff like that. My Super Mario 3D Land walkthrough will be up on Sunday. Make sure you definitely hit the like button on that video. Hit the like button on this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Comments, all that jazz. You know, thanks again for everything, support. So anyway, have a good night. See ya. Have a good night, and may the force be with you.